I'm Joanne Gilmore, the Parent and Child Health Consultant for the City of Toronto Department of Public Health.
Tell me a little bit about the new policy that has been implemented. Like, what does it involve?
Okay, there's kind of two prongs to the policy. The overall aim is to say that the City of Toronto supports breastfeeding as the best feeding for babies. And in that light, for employees, there's the arm of the policy that says we're supporting mothers who may want to breastfeed their children. Now, there already is an extended maternity leave policy, but when women do return to work, if they want to continue breastfeeding, we'll support that. We'll be flexible so that if they live close enough, they want to go home to nurse their babies or have their babies brought in, that's okay. If they're, if that doesn't quite work, if they'd like to express breast milk at work, then we'll give them a quiet place that they can do that and be flexible about, they have to feed or express when they need to, so we'll be flexible. But beyond that, then the other arm of the policy is regarding people in the public. There's no point in saying we support breastfeeding, but only for our employees. So the city is saying on any city-owned or city-leased properties, which is of course the only place we have any control over, that breastfeeding is fine to do, that breastfeeding anytime, anywhere on those sites. Now, if women would like a more private spot, then every site is going to designate a place where women can go to breastfeed.
What does this policy mean for you, this new breastfeeding policy that has just been implemented?
It gives me something I can point to anyone who says, "What are you doing?" I can say, "Well, I'm nursing my baby, and if you don't like it, too bad for you."
Was it a lot difficult before this to actually do breastfeeding in public, or
For myself, no. I've been fortunate. I've never actually been approached by anyone in public to say, don't do that. I've had a lot more comments supporting my breastfeeding. A friend I know, this was out in BC, was on the ferry going across the island and was nursing her baby there. And the cafeteria staff person came over and said, "That's disgusting. Stop that. You need to do that in the bathroom if you want to do that." And she was very upset. Her baby was newborn. And they approached the supervisor, and that woman was then disciplined for making those kind of comments.
I don't really care about this little sign that tells me where I can nurse and not. It's really too bad that we have to have a sign that tells us where we can nurse. We've been doing this wherever for as long as there's been people. You have to feed your baby, and that's all there is to it. And the fact that now it's been approved by City Council, this is the first I heard of it today, and I consider myself to be well informed. I can't believe it that it was against the law in the 80s. And is that why the people were telling me to cover up and not to do it? Because it was against the law? I'm just astounded.
I'm astounded that we're allowed, now by law we're allowed to do it.
Yeah.
That now some people say that we can do it. But it's the most natural thing to do. Why would we not do it? Why would you not breastfeed? I don't know what the root of the problem is.
Totally convenient.
Yeah.
It's warm, it's immediate, it's clean.
It's okay.